Hey YouTube, it's been a minute, and what's my real excuse? I mean, I can tell you I've got 4 kids, 5 years old, 2 years old, 1 year old, and 3.5 months. And maybe that would be a valid excuse for why I haven't been on here. Also, the fact that I work full time. Yeah. The only good thing is I am a stay-at-home mom at this point, but I just work from home now. This is my new little setup, as you can see, a little, workstation. But I said I would come and do a video because it's been a minute, and I mean, what can I say? Like, being a mom is definitely a trying task. Most days I find myself not necessarily overwhelmed, but just irritated and quick-tempered, just irritable, you know what I mean? And maybe that's part of being postpartum. I mean, I did just have a baby 3.5 months ago. It could be that. It could be just the fact that I have such small children, back to back, and they're all at different stages of needing the parent. My 5-year-old's in kindergarten, doing homework and doing projects and doing, little school events and things. And then I've got a 2-year-old who, thank God, is officially potty trained now, but I mean, he still has accidents, let's be real. He's 2 years old. There's times where he rushing, gets to the bathroom, does everything he's supposed to do, but doesn't pull his pants all the way down, and sometimes his pants get wet. You know what I mean? Just something as simple as that, but it's more work for me. And that's the kind of stuff that triggers me, so to speak. And then the 1-year-old, he's walking around, running practically. He's not really like potty trained or even, close to that at this point, but he's at that age where we're trying to get him to start talking and, interacting and understanding us and seeing if we can get him to follow directions and things. And then the 3.5-month-old, we're just trying to get him acclimated and get him in where he fit in, basically, because it's such a big family that, and him being the last little one, it's like, I'm not saying that we forget about him or anything, but it's just one of those, well, he got to get in where he fit in. This is what it is. But yeah, so there's been a lot going on in the YouTube streets lately. Like, first of all, with my own channel, losing monetization from, I guess, reusing content, which I'm pretty sure that's what a lot of reaction channels do, YouTube. But if you want to take people's financing away, maybe YouTube is going through it or something, because they have demonetized a lot of channels, let's be real, and shut down a lot of channels. I think YouTube just going broke or something. I don't know. They can't afford to pay everybody, so they're just trying to get rid of the monetization. I don't know, because it's like, why everybody all of a sudden is getting the, getting the X off of YouTube, when some of us have been on this platform doing what we do for years, and now all of a sudden it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't even reapply for monetization at this point, and hence reason number 2 that I have not been very active on YouTube, because I mean, let's be real, if your girl's not, building any revenue from it, at this point, this is volunteer work, and it's going to be purely my discretion at that point. Like, when I was getting some form of income from it, it's like, yeah, let me regularly upload, let me get up here, let me do what I got to do, and grow my audience, but then when the monetization stopped, it's like, okay, I definitely do appreciate my audience and the people that have supported me for years, 100, I never forget y'all, but it's like, now it's like, okay, well, I have to do what works for me. I got to put food on the table for my family and my husband, and, our situations. We got things that we plan to do, this year. Happy New Year, by the way, because I don't think I've done an official New Year video. Nothing for 2026 yet, so this is it. I guess, other than my little shorts here and there, but that's just for me. The little shorts that you see of me and my kids and stuff, that's purely for me, because I just want to see my children grow, and it's like a little photo album, just being able to kind of scroll through your timeline and see how everything has changed. But it doesn't stop the fact that there are a lot of days that you really stress. And like I said, I find my temper like that. Like, my fuse is like this at this point. Like, I almost have 0 tolerance. I feel like I'm always kind of yelling at my kids and stuff like that. And I don't know if I'm being mean or harsh, or if they're just not listening, and it's like I have to raise my voice in order for them to listen or something, which I'm sure a lot of moms probably find themselves doing, because this is not the first time I've heard of it. Like, a mom having a situation where the children are more comfortable with you, so they let loose a little more with you. You're just like, okay, look, I'm all for the fun, I'm all for the games, but when it comes down to you doing what I say and doing what I need you to do it, because it's not because of something for me. Like, literally 99% of the things that I'm telling my kids to do is purely for them. I'm telling you to brush your teeth because it benefits you. I'm telling you to make your bed and fold your clothes and pick up after yourself because it benefits you. It doesn't benefit me. Like, how is you taking care of your body benefiting me? You know what I'm saying? Like, feeding you vegetables and fruits and healthy things and getting you to eat healthily, how is that benefiting me? For you. Everything I do is for my family. You know what I'm saying? And myself. I never forget about me, because at the end of the day, it's like, it's not all about me. I know that, but I still have to do and take care of myself. Allow myself time to heal and mentally de-stress, and part of that is talking about things, and that's what I'm just doing today. I'm not here to complain or anything. It's not like I'm not happy with my life, because I am. I'm just getting frustrated. I get irritated, and I don't like when I have to do the same thing over and over again. Like, I'm telling you, like, if I could compare my life to Groundhog Day, that's literally what it feels like, because I just feel like I'm living the same day over and over again, and it's just the same crap, different day. Like, the same messes, literally. Like, I'm pretty sure I cleaned up this encrustated piece of fruit under the couch yesterday, and I'm doing it again today. Like, am I Or is that just unreasonable for me to just like want orderliness and tidiness around me, and for the people around me to help me do that and achieve that? I don't think that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Maybe my reactions, perchance, could be a little less vocal, a little less angry, maybe even use a little bit less vulgarities and such. But when it comes down to it, the principle is what's important, and that's what's true. A clean home benefits everybody. It doesn't just benefit me. And I'm not flipping out for no reason. Like, you can't really leave fruit and garbage and crumbs and stuff like that on the floor. And I'm trying to teach my children that. But it's like, every day, I'm literally living the same drama every day. I'm literally telling them, pick up after yourself. Sit down. Don't play with your food. Please sit down and like just actually finish your food. You know what I'm saying? Instead of getting up and walking around and doing all this extra stuff. Like, have you ever noticed that kids can't sit still? Like, they'll be sitting in a chair like this and they'll be like, yeah, so like, what is all that extra movement? Relax, sit still, stop doing so much. Because all that extra movement, guess what that end up doing? Knocking something down. Then there's another mess for me to clean up. Like, you know what I mean? I'm literally just venting. That's all this is right now. Not complaining, not saying that anything is out the ordinary, because I'm pretty sure if you live a normal everyday life and you have kids, you probably go through the same stuff. You probably ask yourself the same thing, like, is this Groundhog Day? Is this really the same day over and over again? Same messes, same drama, telling my kids the same crap every day. Like, does it ever end? Do they ever get to a point where they actually like comprehend and like remember the stuff you tell them from the day before? I'm just curious. Like, somebody leave that in the comment section. Let me know, give me hope that at some point my life will be like this. Hashtag mom life, you know, reality of being a mom of 4 kids that are 5, 2, 1, and 3 months. Like, a lot, you know, but in reality their ages are actually like 5.5, 2.5, 1.5, and like I said, 3.5 months. So they're not, you know, they're close together, but they're not like, you know, the same age essentially. They're basically like, my daughter's the oldest, you know, obviously she's 3 years older than her younger brother, and then he's a year older than his brother, and then he's a year older than his brother type deal, you know? And do I want any more? No, I don't. I really don't. Like, I haven't exactly been doing what I need to do to prevent that from happening, so it is a possibility. But do I want that at this time? No, I do not want a 5th child. That would just be, I feel like that would just be the icing on the cake as far as just like checking that box on my insanity at that point, because yeah, I'm going crazy. Like, 5 kids, 5, well, it'll probably be 6, 3, 2, 1, 0. Like, no, that's just too many. It's like, I'm telling you, like, most days, no exaggeration, feels like I'm running a daycare. It feels like I'm running a daycare because I'm getting baths ready, I'm changing diapers all day, my whole life is like applesauce and milk. Like, it's just a big daycare all day. And then, you know, with the oldest bringing home homework and doing little projects, I'm like literally gluing little sheets of paper, and like, it's a lot. And then, like I said, I work full time from home too, so it's like there are some times where I really do feel like I need a break. And thankfully, you know, we do have people that help us and allow us to have that. You know, mainly it's my husband's family, and I do appreciate them so much. But even with them helping, you know, every now and again and stuff like that, it's still a lot. And it's what I asked for. So what else can I do other than just deal with it? Like I said, I'm not complaining. Far be it from me to complain about something that I brought upon myself actively, you know. So that's just where I'm at with it, guys. I'm a mom and feeling overwhelmed sometimes, and just try to do my best and keep my kids happy, clean and fed, and just well, you know, groomed and behaved and doing all that stuff. Well, I do want to bring up something. About 3 weeks ago, I heard about another fellow YouTuber who's been on YouTube even longer than me, who passed away again. Her name is Soncerea, and she essentially passed away 3 weeks ago. I don't really know exactly what it was from. They said something like she had a heart attack, and then she fell into a coma, I guess, and then, you know, went brain dead, and then she just passed. And I don't know if it's true. I haven't seen anything contradicting that information at this point. But I also know that she has faked her death in the past, and, you know, when it comes to that kind of thing, it makes you seem a little bit untrustworthy. So it's like you kind of raise your eyebrow, like, she really, you know. Now, am I that invested to where I'm actually gonna like make phone calls or like do a thorough investigation to find out? Nah. Because I figure what's done in the dark will eventually come to the light. So if it's true, if she really has passed, we will see more evidence of that. And if she hasn't, then we will see evidence of that. You know, I'm very well aware that there are plenty of people in the world that don't have much of a life, and so they don't mind deep diving into someone else's. I'm just not one of those people. Gonna keep it real with you. I got enough on my plate, so I ain't got time to sit there and look up Soncerea that deep, but I will watch a few videos here and there that end up in my feed. I just was really shocked by that. I'm like, did she do that again? Is she trying to again like recreate herself or something? Or did something happen and she's trying to play it up like she passed to try to erase some of the derogatory things that she's brought upon herself and her channel? Or did the lady really pass? And if that's the case, I am sorry to hear that, because, I don't want to ever hear about somebody passing. Like, that's just sad, especially the fact she was a mother of two. Her daughter, I think, is in her early 20s, and then her youngest is something like 7 or 8. And he's severely autistic, I think, or some kind of mental situation going on with him. So I was, like I said, pretty saddened to hear that part, because I'm concerned for the child, especially considering the fact that his own father wasn't really there. It's just a really sad story, you guys. But yeah, leave it in the comment section if you've heard that, any more about that. Anywho, I won't keep you too long, because I don't have a lot to say right now. I'm still getting my mojo back, if you will. And then when I have like an actual subject to talk about, I will make a more thorough video, something more enjoyable. Because it's like this, initially I started my channel without the intention of making any money, and I got to 10,000 subscribers before I even applied for monetization. And then I got to the point where I was, and then YouTube's like, oh, you're reusing content. And it's like, but how if I'm editing and stuff? But whatever. I'm not going to even go down that road right now, because, I guess I'm blessed, and I'll always be blessed. Whether YouTube tries to bless me or not, there's going to be blessings coming my way, whether YouTube does or not, the point blank period. So I'm not worried about it. Thank you, though, for the good start, YouTube, and allowing me to have a platform where I can reach an audience. And thank you to my subscribers for actually watching and liking my videos and leaving comments. I appreciate it. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time.